So if you're coming for the first time, you might be wondering, what are we here for? What are we here to talk about? What do we have to share tonight? Okay, so be patient with me because you're about to discover something that is mind-blowing, something that is going to protect you from financial collapse, something that's going to position you and your family for increase. You know, many people, I saw a video today that said many people are meant to leave inheritance for their children, but most people from the Black race, the majority cannot leave an inheritance for their family. And the reason is because they are burdened with even trying to survive from day-to-day expenses, trying to run their day-to-day expenses. So they don't end up leaving inheritance for their children or grandchildren. And so over the years, the inheritance parents leave for their children is education. If they can send you to university, they've done their best for you. But these days, you find out that education has its own limitations. There's so much people coming out from the universities and limited jobs. So you need to have skills. Apart from your being a graduate, you need to have skills. And people have to often fall back to the skills that they have to create, to survive the economic situation. So how can you develop a skill that will position you for wealth transfer? How can you develop a skill that will position you for lifetime income? How can you develop a skill that will help you leave an inheritance for your family? That is what we are here to talk about. All right, that is what we are here to talk about, and it's indeed an amazing life-changing opportunity that we're going to discuss with you, and keep your minds open. Now, while I'm running through this presentation, and I'm going to run through it fast, I want you to, ask yourself, are you suffering from poverty mindset? Because if you suffer from poverty mindset, then some of the things you're going to hear, you're going to be wondering if it's real or not. On the screen, if you can see my screen already, you would already see that I call it system 4.0. And don't worry about that. The information I'm just trying to pass you is that this is a system that has been existing for over 3 years. We're not telling you about something that is something you're just going to try, take a risk on. No, we're telling you something that has been tested and trusted for many years. So when people join this amazing system, they say, wow, has this been around since 2021? And that is the reality of the matter. Most persons don't know it, and they are here and surprised. So bottom line is we have an anti-scam system. The system we're going to talk about is an anti-scam system. It's a system that is tested and trusted over the years. It's safe, it's resilient, it's a breakthrough system, a system that innovates and continues to improve its service to people. It's a system that is sustainable. It's a system and business model that is scalable. And so you can see all the positives that have been drawn here. And these are real positives. This has been consistent positives all the years of using this amazing, life-changing system. So indeed, it is an opportunity for you to transform your story. But you have an enemy. Your enemy is an enemy that is underestimated, an enemy that people, ignore, look down upon at times. This enemy is inflation. And they'll give you figures about inflation. Well, that's fine. So what is inflation? Inflation is an economy-wide sustained increase in prices from one year to the next. And it's not just one product becoming high in price, if it's just one product becoming, expensive, that's not inflation. It has to be an economy-wide. Everything has to be going up. All right. Now, the interesting thing about inflation is that it quickly helps, it makes you lose value. Your investments which you have, even if it's a parcel of land, you'll be losing value quickly on them. Yes, you'll be losing value quickly on them. Now, inflation tells investors, hey, if I don't earn above this inflation rate, I'm in trouble. All right. If the inflation is 50%, then you need to know, oh, I need to live above this 50%. My investments need to give me above 50% returns, else I'm actually heading for the rocks. So it's quickly makes you lose value of your investments, and it's quick sometimes. People underestimate it, but it's crazy. Now, inflation makes your standard of living to be a mess. All right. So most times we hear inflation. What does it mean? According to investopedia.com, it simply means that the next year, if you hear a particular inflation figure, it means that the next year, price of things will be more expensive by that figure. So an example is given here. If the price of a burger is $2 and the inflation rate is 10%, it means that the next year, take 10% of $2, that's the price you pay for the burger the next year. But if you live in Africa or Nigeria, you're going to find out that your inflation rate is crazy and it's higher than what maybe is being postulated. All right, because every single week you go to the market, the cost of living is going higher. All right, every week you go to the market, the cost of living is going higher. So this is an example for Africa. We can see Nigeria Republic is about 8.5. Okay, Nigeria is about 33.69. Congo Republic is about 5%. All right, so Sierra Leone is 40.69. And look at this, Tanzania, Togo, all right, Swaziland, these ones have lower inflation rates. But so this 33.69 simply means next year, the price of things will be 33.69 more expensive. But you know what? It looks like this thing is happening every month. It looks like the price of things is increasing by 30% every month. All right. So let me tell you the truth. You are in a situation, if you're in West Africa, Nigeria, you're in a situation where you have to work harder than if you were in other countries. So I need to understand this. If you are in a country where the inflation is high, it means that you have to work harder, like a madman, to defeat poverty. You have to do things that people in other countries might not bother to do because you have to beat the inflation rate. You are at high risk. Inflation is your enemy. And this is an example of Europe. You can see Turkey. Turkey has an inflation rate of over 75%. Russia has 8.3%. All right. And this data can be seen from tradingeconomics.com. All right. Well, this slide here is an example showing you how the US dollar has been losing value, all right, for 100 years. So if you had, in 1913, if you had $1 million as a family and you kept it in a bank or in a septic tank or in a house locked up for 100 years, by the time you get that, what that dollar could buy in 1913, that same amount of money, what it can buy today or in 2013 will be like, $70,000 worth of what the money in 2013 could buy. So the money is losing a lot of value. And that's what this slide here is here to tell you. So I really want you to understand that inflation is your real enemy. It is your real enemy. You don't want to joke with it. It's going to mess you up if you underestimate it. The way to beat inflation is to get on the blockchain. So I'm telling you that one of the easiest ways to beat inflation is to get on the blockchain. You can try other things you want to try, but I'm here to tell you that the blockchain, which is available to every human on earth who has internet access, is your path to defeating inflation. Why am I saying this? Because that internet of value can give you more returns than your country's inflation rate. All right. Literally, I can say guaranteed. Yes, but the blockchain goes up and down in value, up and down in value, but it's actually on its way up. And we're going to show you technology that can help you, thrive. So remember this. The blockchain is defined as the internet of value. Value here implies assets that can easily be monetized. Assets that can easily be monetized. Within 2 minutes, you can convert one asset to the other asset and money in the bank. Okay, so that is the power of the internet. Now, this internet can be called the internet of money. All right, so I call it the internet of money. And that is a definition that certified blockchain professionals give to this blockchain. Apart from the technical definition, it is the internet of money. So there's an internet where everything there is money. So tell me, why wouldn't you want to be part of that internet? An internet where everything you look at is money. Everything you click, everything you look, everything you scroll is money. Money, 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 money that you cannot finish. And so your job is just to take your own buckets, pick how much you can based on your financial power, and rest. As you rest, the other participants will lift you up. It's a global lifting technology where if you come in first and hold your position, other people coming in will be lifting your position up. And at times, you can even get 100% in a week, right? So that's the power of this particular technology. Now, the future of money is the cryptocurrency phase. So on the blockchain, you have a lot of cryptocurrencies. You have a lot of these things. So I just want to encourage you to begin to explore the blockchain and these cryptocurrencies because they're actually the future of money. Let me tell you this. In the past, people used to say, oh, it's not possible. Bitcoin is going to collapse. It's not going to work. It's not. They were doubting it. Then they moved from doubts. They started fighting it. Some top economists began to, say negative things, and governments began to argue with people who tried to get into it. And then at the point, they stopped persecuting it and said, this thing is here to stay. We can't keep fighting this. Let's capitalize on what it has to offer. So if you live in a country where people are doubting the blockchain, don't worry, go ahead of them. You are ahead of them by believing it. They will go through from doubting to persecuting. You might be in a country where they are persecuting the blockchain for now. Don't worry. Just accept and embrace the blockchain and stay ahead of them. They will move from doubting to embracing it. By the time they're embracing it, guess what? Because you have you've gone ahead of them and embraced it and positioned yourself, they will be lifting you up. All right. It's just 5% of the world that is on the blockchain right now. The vast majority, I don't even have any idea what the blockchain is. So thank you very much for being here because you are ahead of the pack. The best way to be part of the blockchain, the most powerful way to be part of the blockchain is by getting on board with a technology that is called RoyalQ. RoyalQ is a technology that will help you navigate the blockchain. It's super easy. It's simple. Anyone can be a part of it. You don't need any political connection to be a part of this technology. You don't need anybody, to pay the lobby. It's actually open. The thing is, you just need to know how. And when you know how, you realize how easy it is. But if you don't know anyone who can help you, with education, then you might look like, oh, you have to pay someone. But literally, it's a system that's open for anyone to participate in. So welcome to the future. Welcome to the system that will lift you up financially and, create assets for you. We live in an era of artificial intelligence. We live in an era where if you're somebody that likes to work and develop a career, you will need to really, really embrace artificial intelligence. Because over the years to come, you might be surprised that your job will be at risk if you do not embrace artificial intelligence. AI, machine learning is making things that were impossible to be possible. Cars can drive themselves. Good technology can deliver goods and services. Robots can cook for you. Robots can take order from you and bring your meal to you without you seeing anybody. In the police force, facial recognition, for example, it's used to track a person in countries that are advanced. They can just when you're walking on the streets, so a camera is taking your face, picture of your face, and there are some countries where within 2 kilometers there are hundreds of cameras, thousands of cameras, such that everything you do, a camera is taking a picture of you. So if you commit a crime in any of those places, I mean, you can't get away with it. Just be ready to pay the price because you can't hide. Your entire face, everything about your steps is being captured. You are under, you're being observed. So that's the power of artificial intelligence. AI can help to capture criminals, disarm, dispose bombs, um, navigate marine terrain for warfare and all that. So what is RoyalQ? If you have technology that can help you to write documents, so we have ChatGPT. Everybody knows ChatGPT. ChatGPT integrated with Canva can, with just typing some things can provide graphics for you, create a picture for you with what you have commented. It's actually powerful. If you, there are some artificial intelligence technologies that can be right on your phone, apart from ChatGPT, Copilot. If you have Copilot on your phone, you can decide that, hey, I want an outline for a training on how to in a cooking course. I want to teach people how to cook. What kind of topics should be part of my cooking course? And it's going to list you a list of topics. All right. It's actually intelligent, and if you ask it to refine it, make it in bullet point, do anything, it will bring it up for you. If you want to write up about something and you want to give that proposal to someone, just tell AI to do it. AI can do it. Copilot will do it easily. ChatGPT. And when these things generate this output for you, you can put it into a humanizing, another application that will humanize it. So students these days can use AI to do all of their assignments, a lot of their assignments. And when they've done it, they'll take it to humanize, a humanizing artificial intelligence that is going to convert that thing AI wrote into something that looks like a human wrote it. Because technologies can spot what AI has written. And so when you humanize it, it's difficult for your lecturer to even know. Even you can plagiarism software will never be able to say, oh, this was got from somewhere, It's actually a powerful thing what AI is doing. Now, if AI can do all these things, why can't you have AI that can trade for you? That's the question. So we have an artificial intelligence technology that can trade for you. That is RoyalQ. It came to us back in 2001. When it came to us, many of us did not understand it. Many of us did not know what to do with it. Many of us were confused. We had no idea how it worked. So people misused it. People overtraded. People made a lot of mistakes and they hurt themselves. We were like people that were given a brand new car, a brand new Mercedes, and we didn't know how to drive. So we stepped on the gas and stepped on the accelerator and ended up under the bridge with an accident. Flew down the the bridge to the bottom because some people had $100 and they were trading with 20 coins. That's insane compared to what we know now, right? Some people had $1,000 were trading 50 coins. And that's insane. They were making money when the market was going up, but when the market decided to go sideways or dip a little bit, they were now floating in the market. So we've learned all those mistakes. Like I told you, this is a 4.0 solution. We've conquered it and we have the working formula. Now, this market works 24/7. So every day is a potential money-making day. Every single day is a potential money-making day. Every day you decide to get on the market, it's a day that you can make money. All right. And that is what the RoyalQ technology has to offer you. All right. So the challenges with trading is that a lot of people get emotional. They get emotional, they try to see visions of what have not happened. instead of sticking to the principle of trading. They just say, oh, I can feel it's likely going to go here. It's likely going to, I mean, it's not, yes, there's probability, but you need to follow the system, right? You need to follow the system and remove emotions. So there was a time when BTC was crashing, it has crashed. And I looked at it a couple of nights, that was a couple of nights ago. Was it Friday night or so? So I looked at it and I saw the dipping and I knew that after this dipping, money was to be made. And so that moment, people were being afraid and emotional. But I saw clearly, based on everything I had drawn, that this market is going to deliver 2%. And so I gave those signals. And a lot of people were worried and they didn't bother. But hey, those signals delivered because sometimes as a trader, when you see everything clear, all the pointers in one direction, you need to remove emotion and take the trade. All right. And there are times when everybody's happy and excited with trading. You as a seasoned trader need to know that when people are happy and excited and getting carried away, you need to tread cautiously. All right. And that always happens. All right. So most people don't know how to manage emotions. And most people don't know how to analyze the market. It looks so difficult. Many, if you listen to some traders who they train you, you're going to find out that their methods are insane. You can't even, it's so difficult. So, but RoyalQ gives you an easy way to analyze the market. So it's very, very easy, right? Anybody can do it. Even an 80-year-old woman, can do it. If you can see with your eyes and you can use your fingers, you're good to go. And now, time commitments another issue when it comes to trading for many people. They can't give the time because it's so difficult drawing those charts and all that. Now, you have a technology that you don't have to sit monitoring the trades. RoyalQ will automatically help you to, monitor the trades. You save your strategy, all right? That strategy execution is automated. You put all your parameters, save your strategy, and market is always going to be handled by the bot. So once you decide, I want to trade this, you go in, then you go to sleep. Point and kill. You go to sleep, and the market does its thing. And of course, risk management. Most people don't know how to manage risk. They just go in, one day, take all their money, put in the market. No, you don't operate like that. So these are skills that the RoyalQ bot helps you to enforce, all right? And we as a team help you to, perfect it. So there's high-speed trading, and of course, diversification, where you can have multiple trades at once. So you don't have to put all your, money in one asset at the same time. So why do we trust RoyalQ? We trust RoyalQ because of this slide. Many platforms will tell you different stories. When you are scammed, the platforms will tell you, send us your trading capital. Let us trade for you. Let's make it easy for you. Don't think we are institutional traders. We will trade for you. And they will tell you to send your trading capital to them. Anybody that tells you to send your trading capital to their platform, there's a 99% chance that they're scammers, right? 99% chance. If you try 100, 99 will fail, right? That when it comes to RoyalQ says, don't give me an account, you keep your capital there. Please remember, always critical point in RoyalQ. Your capital remains in your control. Your capital remains in your control. Your capital does not go to RoyalQ. So RoyalQ does not hold your asset. Your asset remains in your exchange account. So this is a beautiful thing. All right. The only thing RoyalQ needs is the cost of the bot and gas fees. All right. So your phone is just for setting up RoyalQ, setting up Binance, and connecting them. Now, when you're connecting them, there's IP restriction. This is what makes RoyalQ very safe. There's IP restriction, which means if there's a list of IPs you copy from RoyalQ and you paste it on your exchange account as part of the binding process. Now, those IP restrictions ensure that no hacker can control your bot. No hacker can control your bot. All right. So that's tightened security. Nobody who has those IP restrictions enforced, and RoyalQ makes it compulsory. Nobody who has that enforced has ever been said, has ever come to say, RoyalQ, my bot has been hacked. All right. And remember, this is a 4.0 software. We are over 3 years. We are on the fourth year of using this amazing technology. So what's in it for you? What will you get if you work with RoyalQ? One, you can make up to 100% a month. All right. So with what we have today, it's possible. But we don't tell you to put your mind on 100%. We'll tell you to put your mind on 10, 20, 30% a month. Okay, because you might not be able to trade as aggressively as some people. Now we have people who trade, they don't sleep, they keep trading. Those guys some make 100% a month, all right? But if you can put your mind on operating with, on the average, take 2, 3, 4 trades in a day, and you're consistent, you can make up to 50% in a month, 10% being the minimum, all right? So this bot can give you that. And the bot is simple. It buys low, sell high. It's important for you to know. Don't jump in when it's high. Always wait for retracement, all right? Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. So we made it easy so that anybody can trade with this technology. Market will go up and down, so don't worry if trade goes against you. Trade will always go against you. Most people don't understand this. Trade will always go against you. It's part of the market dynamics. The market makers try to make you scared and give up and jump out of the market. So you have to stay ahead of the game by understanding that no matter how good the signal, it can go against you by up to 20%. Even when it does that, you might be surprised within a few days, it's back in profit. Okay? So don't get emotional when that happens. We have the hands-free trading system. You can have $3,000, for example, and come in with the autopilot system. Let's say you're a business executive, you're too busy, you don't have the time, and you just want to let your money work for you. That's possible. You can check your trades every weekend, see the money you've made. This method can give you at least 10% a month. The worst I've seen that method give is about 5% in 1 month, all right? But the average, you could make up to 10%. Now, I know somebody on my team who started with $3,000 and had some emergency and had to take out $2,000, all right? He took it out and his boss started to trade with just $1,000. He didn't even tell me, all right? He just had some emergencies. That's the beauty of RoyalQ. You can take your money, do whatever you want to do. Now, what happened was trading on $1,000, and I asked him, "How much have you made? You started September last year. How much have you made today? Now that we're in July, now that we're in June," and he said about 45%. And for the most part, it was that 45% is on $3,000. For the most part, he was just trading with $1,000. So I can guarantee you, literally tell you that trading hands-free can give you up to 50% in a year, even more than that. That is above the inflation rate. If you're in Nigeria, that's above the inflation rate, at least the official inflation rate. All right. So you need to have systems where your capital is growing in large percentages every year so that you can stay ahead of the game. And we have the hands-on plus signals method where, of course, you can make 30% a month if you want to. You can make 100% in 3 or 4 months and keep repeating that. And of course, there's the bull run tactics. All right. Now, this is a very simple and easy system. How do you get started? What does it cost? It costs you just $120 to get started. 120. So with 120, you have 1 year access to using the bots. It doesn't matter what your trading capital is. If you're trading with just $50, your subscription is 120 per year. If you're trading with $1,000, $120 per year subscription. If you're trading with $1,000,000, it's $120 per year. This platform did not say, oh, if you have higher capital, we will charge you more for the trading subscription. No, the platform just says, hey, use our service All right, so apologies for that. Let's get right on it. Okay, so you have my screen is going to appear once again. Okay, my screen is going to appear once again, and yeah, I think it's back up. Apologies for the network challenge. Now 80-20 profit sharing. So if you make $10, you take $8 as a profit. RoyalQ will take $2. So if you have higher trading capital of $10,000, for example, okay, and you make $100 in one trade, that means the fuel fee for that particular trade that you made $100 will be $20. So here says fuel fee minimum of $20. That means if you're trading with small money, yeah, $20 will work. If you're trading with high capital like $5,000, $10,000, you need to have at least $200, $150 for fuel fee because you'll be making much more profits. Okay, so just remember that. Now, the 20% RoyalQ takes is also used to, share and, it's like a compensation thing to those who help you to learn how to use the bot. Okay, so if you help people to use the bot, the platform is going to tell you from this gas fee, we're going to be paying you stipends. And trust me, those stipends can be massive when you have some, amount of people you've trained. All right, that's for those who want to train people. All right, so these are examples of somebody who was in autopilot and see how much they could make. Sometimes $200 in a day. All right. It's crazy. Some trading with $6,000 could make over $300 in a day. Some days $400, 500. All right. Now, even those with low capital could just trade and make 10% within 3 days. There are people that make 10% in one day. Those who really do take a lot of trades. And tonight, we're going to ask one or two people to give us testimonials if they are trading with the TGS strategy. All right, so we have enough testimonials. I'll fly through this proof. What we ask you to do when you get started is to think long term and allow the bot to trade for you. This is a projection. It doesn't mean you cannot withdraw your money. We're just showing you that if you decide to go on massive compounding for a few years, your $3,000 you start with can turn to $1.5 million in less than 10 years. In fact, in 6, 7 years, that is possible. And this is why I tell people that technology to change your life exists, but you just don't know. You are ignorant of how it works, so you keep thinking it's not possible. The technologies to take you to your financial breakthrough exists right now. You just need to have an open mind and embrace it. So if you start with $3,000 year on year, you can keep doubling that asset and it will take you to $1.5 million. So let's just imagine you're preparing for retirement and you lift up $3,000 and say, this $3,000 is a sacrifice for the next 7 years. I want to take you to $1.5 million. The blockchain can give you that. Now, I'm not telling you that you just will sleep and the blockchain will be doing that for you. No, you just have to learn how to use the bot. And it's super easy. You can operate it right from the comfort of your home and you can experience that. So the question is, are you ready to be a dollar millionaire? Are you ready to show tenacity by trading with an AI technology that will change your life? There are 3 important skills that you need to do this. Patience. A lot of people lack patience. We live in a world where people don't want to wait for anything. But the question is, what massive thing have you done in your life that did not require patience? You need patience with your kids, patience with your spouse, patience with your boss, patience with your subordinates. In school, you needed to have patience to get through the years of education. So when it comes to learning skills for becoming a dollar millionaire, why wouldn't you have patience? All right. Even if a trade is going against you for several weeks, you need to be patient. It does that. This is a system where you can never have a loss. It's spot trading, so there's no loss. Okay. Spot trading, no loss. So, but you need to have patience. If you're in a hurry to make money, you're going to get involved in platforms that are going to scam you or that it's going to blow your account. And that's why we tell people, avoid Forex, avoid futures. The reason you avoid those platforms is because you don't go there without having some level of training. All right? Yes. Most people will tell you, oh, it's sweet, it's nice. Come use this Forex bot. Go. By the time the bot hits you and slices you like onions, you will realize that you made a big mistake. And we keep saying this. Don't dabble into Forex. Don't be in a hurry to make money without learning any skill. Be patient with yourself, trade with RoyalQ, and take yourself to your financial prosperity. Risk management, you need to know how to manage your risk. Don't put all your money in one trade in one day. Don't do that. If you have $5,000, divide your money into 5. Take $1,000 and trade once. Let one part of your money trade in a day. And if that part stays more than 24 hours, you can relax. Wait for a day or two, and then use the second part. All right? And if that second part stays in the market more than 24 hours, you relax. Wait a day or 2 days if you want to, and get into the market. This will make sure that you enter the market with your cash at different market cycle points. So you will hardly finish all of your money, even if the market is dipping. There will always be some part of your money that will come out of the dip, and you can keep trading and cycling with that one while waiting for the earlier one. So this risk management is important. Money management, okay? And you need to control your emotions. Somebody told me yesterday, I'm sad, I'm depressed. I've not traded for 2 weeks. My money is in the deep. Yeah, it happens. Especially when you're starting to use this bot. You're going to make some mistakes when you're trying to learn the strategy. You're going to be impatient. You want to make money fast. So some people make some mistakes. You have to be patient to come out of those mistakes. Be patient with yourself. Control your emotions. All right? So if you can be patient with yourself, apply risk management, and control your emotions, you are better than 90% of the traders. If you can understand thyself, you'll be better than 90% of the traders. All right, so the challenge that we have for you is a challenge that we believe will put you in a good position to change your story. It's a challenge that will convert your $100 to $5,000. We usually show this live, compute it. But today we just want to tell you, we compute this every day. But with your $100, you can transfer your money into $5,000 within a year, within the next bull run. Within a year, you can take 300 trades and your $100 will become $5,000. Within a year, your $300 could deliver tens of thousands of dollars to you. That is the capability of the market. So you need to learn patience and you need to be focused on trading. Some trades will take minutes to give you profits. Some trades will take hours. Some trades will take days. And sometimes some trades will take weeks. So you need to be patient. And when you hit those trades that will take you weeks. So that's why we tell you to, share your capital so that even if one trade is pending for a while, you have other trades. All right. And be very patient with the market. So the question is, are you willing to start with $300 and generate $50,000 in a year with this bull run coming up? Yeah, if you want to do that, get started immediately because it's possible with this technology. Literally possible if you learn how to compound with it. All right. As you make profits, you compound. Before you know what's happening, there's somebody that's bragging of thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. It's going to take some work, but the work is easy. You can do it from your sitting room. You can do it with your current career. When you're done with your job, you come in the night and look at the market. What can you do? It's a beautiful thing. We have a lot of testimonials. Trade results. I mean, everywhere people are getting trade results. Now, we have a strategy we call the TGS strategy, and we have people that have used with $125 grew their account to $800 in a few weeks. All right. And so this is one guy who was trading $125. On the left side, you can see he was able to in one day he made $13 and he was crazy excited. All right, he was crazy excited, and he's an example to show that if you decide to understand how this bot works, there's no limit to how much you can make. All right, and it's really interesting because today he also experienced. Today he shared a testimony that he was able to make $76 in one day. All right. And when he shared that testimony, I did a calculation. I realized that that is 106,000 naira in one day. All right. So this is what's possible if you can embrace this technology. People are making money. The money is right there in your control. Your profit and capital remains in your exchange account. So the question is, do you want people to be telling you to be scared of the blockchain? Oh, be scared of the blockchain. Okay. They want to keep you in poverty. All right. They want to keep you in poverty. So you have to be very careful that you don't trap you in poverty, because if you're trapped in poverty, you have no legacy to give to your kids, apart from God and maybe education. You're not going to have any other gift to give. You need to break the chain. All right. Now, the strategy is so powerful that I did a survey a couple of days ago. And on my team, I asked them, okay, is the TGS strategy working for you? And 22 people responded in a few hours. And you know, many people don't like responding to surveys, but 22 persons responded. And they all said, absolutely, yes, it's working. And nobody said, no, it's not working for me. I was expecting some to say no. But those who were having a couple of challenges knew that they didn't use the right settings, or they were greedy, or they didn't apply money management. So if you listen to what we have to explain to you, you know, we have different strategies. We have the RoyalQ Team Motion International strategies. If you stick to what the team does and you're patient enough, you will win. You will win. You will succeed. You will see yourself heading to the dollar millionaire status. It's not going to happen in 1 week. It's not going to happen in 1 month. It will take a lifestyle of trading. Remember, just a few years of trading, you know, 5-6 years, you see yourself on $1 million. The question is, do you want to experience the dollar millionaire lifestyle? And remember, if you can make $1 million, you can actually make $100 million. So if you want to make $1 million with working with RoyalQ, I want you to type R1, R for RoyalQ, and 1 for $1 million. Drop that in the chat box. I want to know how many of you want to generate $1 million using this amazing, life-changing technology. Because it works, it's life-changing, and I can see the R1s are coming. Wow, R1, somebody said R10. Oh my God, R1s are coming. A lot of R1s. So people need this. People need this. So don't be carried away by somebody's going to come to you while you are working hard to achieve your $1 million. Somebody's going to come to you and say, this money you're trading in RoyalQ, bring it, let's put it on one machine. That's it. Since joint is bringing 100%, I don't have to do anything. If you try it, you have started your career growth. Somebody said to R100,000. So really, this is possible for you. If 22 people out of a few hundreds, you know, decide to give feedback, you know, most people, especially Africa, they don't like giving feedback. You have to beg them to give feedback. But 22 said it's working. No one said it's not working. The question is, are you ready to start learning how to use this technology? Get back to whoever invited you, sign up for free, and activate your bot with $120 and get started. All right. Remember, you need to show some passion. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to trade for up to a year or two. You need to show passion in your trading. All right. It's going to take you some work, but the miracle you're expecting in your life is in the work that you are avoiding. So stop avoiding the work of learning how to trade. All right. And if you can also share the opportunity with a couple of friends, I tell you, you can experience life-changing financial breakthrough apart from your trading. If you're somebody that you don't have much trading capital, maybe you're trading with $300 and you just want to push your trading capital to $5,000, how can you do that? Just create a team of 20 persons. Just set a goal, your first goal. This is not compulsory. It's an option the platform gives because they're going to compensate you a lot. Just set a goal that I'm going to have a team of 20 people I will mentor. So remember, you have to be of service to those 20 people. They're not, those 20 people are not to be of service to you. You have to be of service to them and give them what they want. What they want is somebody who can lead them to financial breakthrough. So be a sponsor that can lead people to financial breakthrough. Don't be a sponsor that just brings people in and abandons them to wallow and make mistakes with the bot. Be a sponsor. Even if you're not good at it, you can get somebody in and tell the person, hand the person over to somebody in your structure that is good and say, hey, I have this person. I'm not good at coaching people, but you are good. Help me coach this person for 2-3 months so they can use this bot and perform miracles in their life. And the person will do it as long as the other person on the other end of the agreement is ready to learn. And that is how, if you have a team of 20 persons who are trading successfully with this technology, before you know it, in a few months, you will have a team of 100 persons because everybody's going to share the opportunity. And if you have a team of 100 persons, imagine making $50 every single day from your team's trading. Imagine making $50 every single day. That means every 10 days, you're making $500. That means in a month, $1,500 because you coached people on how to trade with this bot. And if your team continues to expand and you get to a team of 400 persons, it doesn't have to be you that will bring in those people. You just do your part, getting your first 20 persons. Now, your 20 persons, maybe 17 of them just want to trade, but you're going to have 1, 2, 3 that will say, I think I can share this opportunity with people. And what you're going to have is, if your team gets to 400, because of the 20 you brought in, you have a team of 400, you realize that there'll be days you're going to make $1,000 from the gas fees of the team and the team activities. Trust me. Imagine that kind of scenario. It happens always between the bull run. You see, accounts that have up to 400 people will be making $1,000 daily, $500 daily. And then you'll be wondering, is this money, how much capital are they trading? These persons don't even have huge capital. They are building huge capital. So such persons, because they're able to, work hard, they now have a team that is generating them capital and they'll be upgrading their trading. That is the power of RoyalQ. RoyalQ can destroy poverty and lead a generation to victory. And such people who love to help people are people that are called the VIPs of RoyalQ. You are the VIP, the very important personalities of RoyalQ. Those people are loved, they are cared for, financially taken care of by RoyalQ. So do you want to be a RoyalQ VIP or you just want to be a trader? It's your choice. All right, being a VIP, it takes some work. All right, you have to talk to people. People don't even understand the blockchain. So you have to, if you want to do that. But if you don't want to do that, just keep trading. But if you want to make money super, super fast, because some people have made $200,000 in 2 years by becoming a VIP, just by becoming a VIP, you can decide to join that part and experience some financial breakthrough. RoyalQ trading works. It's powerful. It will change your life. It will change your testimony. Your family is going to feel it. I just have to encourage you to get back to whoever invited you and stop playing with poverty. Get back to whoever invited you. Take action. Action takers are the money makers. Skill set is being shared on this team. The skills you get are skills you can use for the rest of your life. If you apply those skills with patience, there is no breakthrough you cannot experience. The question is, are you ready to experience breakthrough? You've typed R10, you've typed R1 and all that. All right. I need you to get started immediately. Get started, look for mentorship, somebody that can guide you, and it's actually very easy once you have the settings. Guide you, be willing to learn, all right? And success is yours. Now, I want to ask, is there anybody that has been using the TGS strategy, Top Gainer strategy? Is there anyone here who has used it? And what has been your testimonials? We want to take 2 testimonials. And please, I know many people they have the chop and clean mouth syndrome, where you just make money and keep quiet. You don't want to tell people of your results. Please, it's not going to do us good, all right? We want to hear, are you having, what's your testimony with RoyalQ and the trading strategies? So just raise up your hands and I will unmute you. All right? So let's give the floor. 1 or hear 1 or 2 testimonials to inspire the team. So the floor is yours. Raise your hands and let's hear you. So everybody here is a chop and clean mouth person. Are you kidding me? All right. All right. So in that case, if no one wants to share their testimony, that's fine. Thank you very much for joining this amazing session. I thank you for sparing the time to come here. I remember keeping secrets that change people's lives to yourself is a selfish thing. You cannot afford to be selfish when people are wallowing in poverty. So I have Lisa Bright, whose hand is up. She's chosen not to be selfish. So let me ask her to unmute. Lisa Bright, you can unmute yourself.
Good evening. Thank you very much. Like, your presentations are always very enlightening and inspiring. I didn't want to raise my hand before because I've talked about TGS before in I think last week and before that, but I just thought, okay, why not? I mean, I'm still doing it and I'm still making profits from it, so I might as well continue to share my own experience and that of my downlines. In fact, right now, as this Zoom meeting is going on right now, I'm chatting one of my downlines. We're trying to fix her own account for TGS as well. I mean, it is. I wrote in the chat box. I already wrote there that it's mind blowing. I've watched my capital grow like Gary, like soup Gary. That's what I wrote there. Just with the compounding methods and just picking from the top gainer coins, it's different. It's a different strategy from what I'm used to, and the 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 rate at which we just make profit is also mind blowing. I mean, in other trades that I'm used to, I can wait maybe a few weeks for some coins to sell out. But now, in a few minutes, at most 5 days or 6 days, at most a week, you're out of the trade. So it just really makes it very, very, very easy to use the robot. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Lisa Bright, and I really appreciate that feedback. So Lisa Bright's example of testimonial is not it's not just one extraordinary example. There, it's so many persons are experiencing this. So I really want to encourage you, get started, work with your leaders to start using the strategies and change your life. All right, thank you for coming. I appreciate your sacrifice and finding time to be here. Be at the sessions next time. And once again, apologize for starting late, and have a wonderful night rest. Good night.